Hey everyone! In this episode we're diving into the creation of our own Telegram channel. We'll spice things up by adding a bot that allows our application to post our messages. Does it sound a bit intimidating? It might seem daunting at first, but trust me, it will all become clear as we roll along. So are you ready to dive in? Let's go! First of all, let's download and open Telegram. We'll need three things. The first thing is to create a Telegram bot. Second, create our own Telegram channel. And the last one, add the bot as an admin to our Telegram channel. To create a Telegram bot, believe it or not, we need a Telegram bot called BotFather. With its help, we can create our own bot. So let's get started. Click on Start, then New Bot. Let's give a name to our bot. For my bot, I'll choose OpenAI jokes. Okay. Then let's create a username containing the word bot in it. How about OpenAI jokes bot? Good. Here, BotFather provides us with our API token, which we will use for API requests to post our messages on Telegram. So I'll revoke this token later for security reasons. BotFather also gives us a useful link to the API documentation. I'll definitely recommend checking it out. Let's dive into the coding. In the env file, let's add all the sensitive information. I'm going to define several variables with the Telegram prefix. So I'm going to add a Telegram bot name. It's OpenAI jokes. Okay, let's add Telegram bot username. And the value is OpenAI jokes bot. And of course, Telegram bot token. And I'll remind you once again that we entered all this information in BotFather. Let's create our Telegram channel and set it up. I'm gonna give it a name AI generated jokes, and from the name it's clear what we'll be posting here. Okay, and as for description, let it be the same. We can always change it later. Now let's add the bot we created in the first step as an admin to our channel. To do this, let's find the bot and add it. So the bot name is OpenAI jokes. We can check the permission it has and click Done. Next, let's find and add a special bot to our channel. Its name is ID bot. With its help, we can find the channel ID, which is the ID of our Telegram channel. So let's type get group ID to get the channel ID, and let's copy the value and paste it into our env file for the Telegram channel ID env variable. The env file looks good. Let's create a separate config file for Telegram. So the name is gonna be Telegram, and it should return an array, and the array will contain all Telegram env variables. So let's fill the config with values from the env file. I just want to mention that the config structure could have been different. We could have avoided a bit of nesting, but the current structure looks good to me. Great, let's actually move on to the Telegram API. For this, we will create a new class called Telegram service. Okay, and I'm gonna add send message method to post messages to our Telegram channel, and the parameter is gonna be message. I'll be using Gazelle client to send post requests to Telegram API endpoints, and I'll add the client and URL methods later. But for now, let's specify the parameters. So we need to provide the channel ID. So I'm gonna use for the channel ID method channel ID, and we have to specify message as well, and optionally the parse mode. We can use Markdown or HTML as the value. I'm gonna use Markdown. Let's add client methods. And as well as the URL method. And in which, as you can see, our API token is gonna be included. Immediately, let's add the token methods, which will return the API token taken from the Telegram config file. Great, and what else? Did we forget anything? Yeah, the channel ID. Let's add that too. We will retrieve the value from the config. Let's make a slight edit to the send message method to see the server's response. I'll remind you that we are using the Gazelle library to send HTTP requests to the Telegram API. Here I'll use getBody and convert the JSON to an array. Let's head to the web routes to test our service. We'll inject it into a function and then dump the result of the method call. Let's set the message argument to hello world. Let's switch to the console, go to the project folder and start Laravel's local development server using the artisan serve command. Navigate to the link at localhost 8000 and whoops, an error occurred. We forgot to specify the endpoint. We need to complete the send message in the post request. Refresh the page and see the result. As we specified Markdown as a parameter, we can modify our message using Markdown syntax. Refresh the page and let's check what happened in our Telegram channel. 2 posts, one of them with Markdown syntax. Let's add a couple more methods. We'll create a method to post images on Telegram, and I'm gonna call it send photo. Let's specify 2 parameters. One of them is image URL and the optional one is message. Let's take code from the send message method and paste it here. We just need to adjust a few things. The endpoint is send photo, and then we need to submit multi-part request. To build such a request, I'll write a multi-part method, which I'll add later. In the meantime, let me outline the parameters I need to pass. It's channel ID, photo, well, actually binary data, and caption. And parse mode. Okay, now let's add the markdown method. I'm sorry, multipart data method. Here I need to return an array, and for more information on a post request with multipart form data, check the Gazelle documentation. Sending a post request with multipart form data is commonly used for uploading files or submitting forms that include files. Let's fix some errors, refactor the code, and make sure that everything looks good. Now let's move on to testing. Let's open the web route file and call this sendPhoto method. Leave the message argument as it is, but for the image URL we need to specify it. To do this, let's search for the cool images. Okay. Let's choose any. After all, we just need to test the method. Let's open the Chrome DevTools, hover over the image, and let's copy the URL and paste it in. A bit of refactoring. Refresh and see what we've got. Error. Okay, let's debug the code, fix the error. In the multipart method, test again. And as a result, we get a post with an image. Cool. Okay, finally, let's add a method for sending videos to the Telegram channel. Let's call it send video. For this, we only need to copy and slightly modify the send photo method. Okay. Let's copy paste parameters. The image URL should be replaced with a video URL. Now for the final test, change the name of the called method, and for the video URL we need to find some video. Let's search for one, for example here. Okay, let's open Chrome DevTools, look at the URL of the video file. We need to make sure that video URL is a valid URL. Okay, copy it, paste it as the first argument of our method and see what we've got in our Telegram channel. Here is just an image. Aha, I suspect what's going on. Let's take a look at our array for multipart data. I forgot to change the endpoint and the parameter photo to video. Test again, and drumroll, ta-da! Our post with a video. And that's all for today. In this episode we created a Telegram channel, a Telegram bot, and a Telegram service to make API requests, publishing our beautiful posts thanks to Markdown syntax in our Telegram channel. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Maybe share a link on your social media. Okay, until next time, happy coding!